Hi, this is Dinesh and you are watching Oracle videos. Today we are going to discuss about PL/SQL. What is PL/SQL? What is PL/SQL? See, PL/SQL full form is procedural language using SQL. Procedural language using SQL. So what is procedural language? So using SQL. We know what is SQL. SQL is a structured query language. What is the use of SQL? Through that SQL language, you are speaking with Oracle database. As a technical users again two types, developer, DBA. So they can speak with the database or communicating with the database using SQL. Okay. So what is the use of PL/SQL? Why we need to write procedures? Procedure is nothing but a program. Procedure is also known as program. What is the use of a program? C, C++, Java, Oracle, so many programming languages are there. Then here, why we have to develop the database programs? Yeah, see, generally, I want to purchase a mobile. Let us assume a small example. I am a customer. I want to purchase a mobile from the business. What is my first step? In online, if I want to purchase the mobile, two ways I can purchase the mobile. One is directly go to outlet, business outlet. Second one is in online I can purchase. Suppose if I reach one outlet, from the outlet I will select my product and finally I will bought it. Okay. Once you bought that mobile, the employee within the outlet, he will enter the product details as well as your details. Okay. So he will enter the information in the company web page or in the business web page. What is happening? The product and your information will be saved in the backend database server. Remember, in the backend database server, whatever the information he written on the web page, that will be saved. What is the advantage of saving that? First point, in future if you need any assistance from the business, you will get that related to product, warranty issues, product damage, any kind of issues are there. Then in future they will identify you according to the already saved information. First point. Next one is, yes, I want to purchase a mobile in online. How can I purchase? Yeah, simply I can type the URL address of business. It opens a web page. In the web page I will find out my product and then I will select the product. Next step is I need to make the payment and finally after some duration I will get the product. Here also, once you enter your details, selected the particular information, the details are saved under backend database server. Okay, who is taking that data? In the backend database server, in the business outlet, employee is giving the information. As a customer in online purchase, you are submitting some information. In both the cases, the information of you and your selected product both will be saved under backend database server. Who is the person who is taking your data in the backend database server? Yes, there is a program. There is a PL/SQL programs that were developed according to business requirement, that were developed by developers according to customer requirements or client requirements, and they are permanently available from database server. In the front end web page, whatever you are doing, the backend response you are getting from database server. Okay, about product information or registration of the customer or any warranty details or seller details or business details, any kind of information is provided to you from backend database server. Who is there? Who is the person providing all these things, or who is the person receiving data into him? that person is called as a programs, PL/SQL procedures. They are already stored in the database server. What is the responsibility of PL/SQL objects? PL/SQL objects responsibility is, if you make some action in the web page, the respective result will be coming from backend database server. Remember this. Okay. Now coming into the technical point of view, what is PL/SQL? PL/SQL is known as procedural language. In the procedures you are also using SQL queries. So PL/SQL is a collection of programming statements plus SQL queries. Yeah. PL/SQL is a collection of programming statements plus SQL queries. Okay. Then generally what is PL/SQL is, we can write like this. PL/SQL is an extension. PL/SQL is an extension to SQL part. It is an advanced part to SQL part. Why it is advanced? Suppose in SQL, if I write a query, SQL query, I am getting data from the database. Okay, fine. Every day I want to get same kind of information. Every day I want to get same kind of information. Then every day we need to write the queries. Okay. So as a technical developer, you are able to write the query. But as a client, he don't know what is Oracle. So, but he need the information about one item. How he will get? You should provide that using programs. Means, see, SQL queries are saved in the form of programs, inside programs. Remember that. SQL queries are written in the programs and the programs are saved inside database. And these programs are linked up with front-end web page options. Front-end web page options. If you click on front-end button, then respective action is coming from database server. Okay. Now you are unable to perform some kind of things in SQL. Some kind of actions you are unable to perform in SQL. What are they? What are the things I am unable to do in SQL? And what are the advantages of PL/SQL? See, let me check out. See, at a time, how many number of queries you can execute? At a time, only one query is executed. At a time, only one query is executed in SQL. This is one point. And next one. Each execution hit database engine. Each query hits database. If number of hits are increasing, then database performance will be decreased. Okay. Next, queries are not saved. Queries are not saved in database. You are not saving the queries, so you have to rewrite the queries according to your requirement. We need to rewrite queries again and again. Again and again. This is the problem. Okay. So, but I don't want to rewrite the queries again and again. Every day I want to perform some task. So every day I don't want to write the query. Every day I don't want to write the query. Instead of that, if I save the query in database, in future, if I need that, if I want to do the same process, just I will execute the query. How can I execute the query? How can I save the query in the database? In the database, you can save the query in the form of PL/SQL object. PL/SQL object. And in SQL, There are no programming statements. There is no programming constructs. Programming constructs like conditional statements are not there. Loops are not existed. And branching statements are not there. These are all the problems. Branching statements are not existed in SQL. Not existed. These concepts are not available in SQL. Okay. So all these facilities are available in PLSQL. What is this? Simply, I will write one more point here. PLSQL is used to automate business activities. Used to automate your business activities. Automate business activities. Remember this. What is automating? Simple. These concepts in SQL, you are not able to perform these things. That things will be provided by PLSQL. If you do something in the front end web page, then response is coming from database programs. Remember, from the database server, and furthermore, from the database server, what is the database server? It's a collection of programs, data and programs. Remember, the programs will be responded and they can be executed on the database tables, and you are getting the information in the front end web page. This is what happening in PLSQL. Now, how can I define PLSQL? What is the definition of SQL? SQL is a collection of predefined objects, tables, views, indexes, and moreover it's a language. So language is a collection of something, alphabets are there, statement constructs are there, syntactical rules, grammatical rules are there. Similarly, SQL is a collection of predefined objects like tables, views, sequences, synonyms, indexes, clusters. Whereas PLSQL is a collection of PLSQL is a collection of user-defined objects. It is a collection of user-defined objects. Remember, user-defined objects. So according to user requirements, the objects will be designed and developed. According to user requirement, the objects will be designed and developed. User requirement means according to client requirement. Let us see. So now, what are the advantages of PLSQL? Yes, we have some set of advantages are there. So every day you want to perform a task, or otherwise, let us see, I went to one ATM, swipe my card, I make some withdrawal. So whenever I make the withdrawal, immediately from my balance, the amount will be deducted, and finally it is displaying some after the withdrawal what was the total amount, right? Who is making this process? Who is updating my balance in the database server? Yes, there is a PLSQL program. There is a PLSQL program inside the database. Okay, so that's why your business activities are automated by using PLSQL objects. First point, you can execute multiple queries. You can execute multiple queries. Yes, see, executing multiple queries. Multiple queries. So in the form of programs. Remember this. Next, reduces number of hits. Reduces number of hits to the database engine, to database. And it reduces number of hits means automatically improve database performance. Database performance. And also it is improving network performance also. How it is improving network performance? Network performance is improved if there is a less usage of network lines. Less usage of network lines means each query using one network line. You are executing 100 queries, then 100 lines it is used. It is using 100 number of network lines or 100 number of times the same line will be used. Instead of that, if you place all queries inside a program and you are executing the program with any number of statements, don't worry about how many number of queries in the program. So the program will use only one network line. So instead of using 100 number of network lines, just it is using one network line. Next, the major advantages here I am highlighting: enhanceability and reusability, and final one, modularity. What is enhanceability? Enhanceability means, suppose you have developed one program according to today's requirement. In future, I need old requirement, I want old process and also a new process. Then no need to develop the program, complete program. Just use the old program and just change the logic, existing logic I am changing to support new requirement. Then what is happening? It will perform old task as well as new task. Means existing programs are enhanceable for future requirements. That is called as enhanceability, making changes to the old procedures. Reusability, you have created one procedure, you can execute it any number of times. Let us say, suppose one banking business is there. So if you want to check your balance, you are clicking on balance. You are touching balance option. Whenever you are touching balance option, immediately it is getting the balance. So to get the balance, there is a procedure or there is a function. One SQL object is there. So what is the responsibility of that program or procedure or function? So the object is taking account number from you or card number from you. So using that card number, it is getting the balance from your account. Okay, fine. So you are only one person who is checking the balance. Like you, so many people are there. Thousands of people, even 100,000s of people will check the balance at the same time. For each one, there is only one program. The responsibility of the object is taking the card number or account number and get the balance and display to the client. Okay, so means you can reuse it any number of times. Reusability, any number of users and any number of times. What is modularity? Modularity, suppose if you have a complicated task, so you are unable to perform it at a time, then simply divide it into subtasks. Simply divide it into subtasks. And if you feel subtask is also so complicated, if it is having more number of functionalities, again divide it into further subtasks. So you need to continue this dividing process until each subtask is very simple. Then develop a program for each subtask. That is called as modularity. This is known as, the dividing process is called as modularization criteria. Remember, yeah, these are the advantages of PL/SQL. So whatever the things you are unable to perform in SQL or through SQL, that things you can perform by using PL/SQL. And you can save the SQL queries in the form of PL/SQL objects inside database server. Now, so what are PL/SQL objects? PL/SQL objects, yeah, let me write PL/SQL objects. What are they? So generally we have PL/SQL objects are divided into two categories. There are two categories, remember. What are they? One is Programs. Programs are also called as anonymous blocks. Anonymous blocks. And another one is procedures. Procedures. And somebody can say functions. Procedures and functions. These two are called as subprograms. Okay. So reminding everything is programming constructs like arrays, cursors. Okay. Arrays, cursors, all these things. Types. Yeah. Now, what are the general categories here? Under this category, you are also having trigger, packages, types. Okay. So these are called as PL/SQL objects. Now, first let me discuss about programs. Programs again divided into two types. Programs divided into two types. Okay. What is the first one? What is the second one? Here, static programs, static, and second one, dynamic programs. Static programs and dynamic programs. What is a static program? What is dynamic? See, if a program accepting runtime input values, if a program accepting runtime input values, it is called as a dynamic. If it is not accepting, then it is called as a static. Static programs will not accept runtime input values. Dynamic programs will accept runtime input values. This is what about programs. Before going to discuss about types of programs, let me discuss about what is the structure of PL/SQL program. What is the structure of PL/SQL program?